Hi everyone, it's Kate from the Forward Line. I am back this week with the edit. I hope you're well and having a nice weekend. I have got some absolute belter patterns this weekend. I mean, some real good ones. Before I get into it, I just want to say thank you so much to all the comments from last week's video. I don't think I've ever had so many comments about anything ever. And I promise, I will not dye the coat or the jacket. Everyone was very upset about that. I promise I won't do it. And secondly, I feel like I should go and get my colours done because I clearly have no concept of what colours suit me because I didn't think it did and everyone said it did. So thank you so much for leaving so many nice comments. I was absolutely, there were so many of them, I just couldn't believe it. I'm actually thinking with the jacket potentially about giving it to Mel because she said that she would really like it, and if I'm not going to wear it and I'm not allowed to dye it because you said I'm not allowed to dye it, maybe that's the way to go, so then someone else gets it because there's no point in having it if it's sitting in your wardrobe. Anyway, I'm not going to get back into this. Anyway, yeah, so let's start with patterns. Absolute Bobby Dazzler, the first one. Fabric Godmother Aspen dress. Now this was released and as soon as we saw it we were all like, this is going to be super popular. As soon as I saw it, it looks really similar design to, has anyone seen the dress from Aline? I hope I'm saying that brand correctly. It's a very similar shape to theirs and it was a kind of dress that loads and loads of people had last year. So I thought that was a very good, if you've seen that dress and liked it and you wanted to create it, this is the pattern to do it with. So two different variations. You can either choose between long sleeve, short sleeve, and then the main difference is the pockets on the chest. You can either go for kind of big square pockets or you can go for a curved pocket with a ruffle, which is quite a look and a vibe. I definitely think the ruffly one, the variation they've made it in a printed fabric, I feel like works really well, but it's such a good pattern. Everyone's gone bananas for it and I can totally see why. So sizing on this is a UK 6 to 28, PDF only. We can copy shop print the sheets for you because no one needs to stick all those sheets together. So let us do the hard work. Just click add copy shop and then we'll print it, and because life is too short. Interesting things about it, it's got a zip down the front, which I think is quite unusual in this sort of style of shirt dress. It's beaut. Everyone has gone mad for it. I don't think I even need to say that much. It's just such a lovely pattern. And I particularly actually like the short sleeve version. I like the proportion of that boxy sleeve that ends just on the elbow. I think it's really great. I think they've absolutely nailed it. I think this is going to be super popular and people are already going bananas about it. So I feel like this is going to be the pattern of spring. I feel like this is going to be the big one. So next up, we've got a few patterns from Maison Fauve. These, I'm not going to talk about all of them, but I will pop a link to all of them. So go and have a look, but I've selected a few to talk you through because there's some good ones. These are paper only, these ones. Sizing on it is a UK 6 to 22. And I thought this was a really interesting pattern. You don't see many sort of like anorak style patterns. For me, I don't know if anyone else saw this, I'll show you the line drawing. It felt really nostalgic. Do you remember those, when you were little, those coats that like packed into the front pocket? You could like push it, they were like windbreakers. This looks and feels really similar to it. That doesn't actually happen with this pattern, but as soon as I saw it, it just reminded me of that. So there's loads of really nice details on this. So you can see it's a popover style. It's got a three-piece hood, and then it's got this extra little peak at the top so that you can stops kind of rain getting on your face. There's the like kangaroo kind of popper style pocket on the front is also doubles as like a little like pocket you can put your hands in. Then there is you can see there's like little darts on the sleeve at the back. There's quite a lot of interesting details on this. It's really nice to see like a technical, almost like a technical pattern from them. I think it's a really great pattern. So if you are looking for like a raincoat, I love how they've colour blocked it as well. It feels really nice. I think you could do loads of really interesting things with it. And they've also made one in like a really lovely like satin, which I think, again, it's nice to see stuff in different fabrications. It makes you think about the pattern differently. It's just really lovely. So yeah, if you haven't seen this, this is a really, really great one. Then I think sort of to go with, they've released a really great sweatshirt called the Ressac sweatshirt. Sizing on this is a UK 6 to 22. I really like this. The detail on the front of the jumper. So you can see that there are raglan sleeves, and then there are two big pleats at the front. Then they're interesting. You can see there's kind of seams running up the side of it and down half of the sleeve. Again, there's just interesting details. There's a seam that runs across the middle. You could have quite a lot of fun again with colour blocking this one. It just feels like quite an interesting shape, and I really like also the little sort of kangaroo pockets at the side. The proportion of it as well, it's slightly shorter in the body, which I personally really like. In a I've got a short body, so I always look for that, but yeah, it's quite short in the body. I just think it's an interesting one. So if you're looking for a jumper pattern but you want something with a bit more like going on, definitely have a look at this. Then we have got two pairs of pyjamas as well, which I thought were really nice. The first ones are called the Superior pyjamas. Again, sizing on this is a UK 6 to 22. Let me show you the line drawing. There aren't actually any pyjamas like this pattern-wise, which I was quite, I kind of liked. And also I was thinking that both the top and the bottoms are really nice, and you don't have to make them as pyjamas because they don't really look like pyjamas. So this feels like a good pattern for, good value for money pattern. So trousers, interesting detail on them. They're kind of obviously like a loosish leg, elastic at the back of the trouser, not at the front, which I really like. There are pockets as well, like proper pockets, which are great. And then the top is V-neck. You can see that it's got two little ties kind of here, seam across the middle of the, I guess it would be just above your belly button. There are also bust darts. So there's quite a lot of detail in this. I just thought it was a really nice take on a pyjama, and also make a really nice blouse as well, just to wear for every day. Yeah, they're kind of really pretty kind of pair of pyjamas. So if you are looking for some, definitely have a look at those. Then there is a really sweet another pair of pyjamas called the Blush pyjamas, which it's like a little camisole with a pair of shorts, very simple. But again, you could totally make this and wear this like as a set that you wear in the summertime. You can also make the camisole kind of top into a dress as well. And there are different variations of the shorts. So it's quite a nice little pattern actually. You kind of get a bit more bang for your buck. And there are pockets on the shorts as well, which is great. Last one from them. But do make sure you go and have a look at the other one. It's the Calypso jacket, which I really like, and I thought this would be a nice one for spring. Sizing again is a UK 6 to 22. Let me show you the line drawing so you can see what is going on. There's quite a few iterations of this jacket, which is why I want to put it on, because I feel like you could make it in so many different ways. It looked totally different. So you can either have it with or without a collar, buttons down the front. And the one without the collar looks like one of those kind of little Chanel-y style jackets. The one with the collar almost feels like a workwear jacket, but with some extra detailing. So it's quite, again, kind of you getting quite a lot of value for money. The back of the jacket, you can pick between two options. You can either have it cut quite straight, or you can have it with a gathered panel in the back. Two-piece sleeve, which is really nice, and then there's little button details. So there's a lot of nice, really nice details in this, and I just thought this would be a lovely jacket for spring. And again, as I was saying, you can make it in different ways and it feels totally different, so it would feel like, again, a kind of good value for money pattern. Next up, we have got a new issue of Quiltfolk out, which hasn't arrived to me yet, but I think it's going to be I'm really excited about this one. So this issue is about New Mexico, and I feel like this is going to be like insanely beautiful photography and then really interesting quilts with loads of stories around them. anyone who doesn't know, Quiltfolk is a magazine that comes out every few months, and they basically travel to different parts of America and they focus on an area, and then they go and meet loads of people who make quilts in that area. And it's absolutely, I mean, they're beautiful. They're like, almost like, they're not really a magazine, they're like a book. They're kind of beautifully produced. I love them because it's like, I love the idea that a quilt tells a story and then there's like another story on top around the people who make the quilts. It's just, they're really great articles. Perfect. I'm actually starting to make a quilt. Maybe I'll show you what I haven't started yet, but I've ordered the fabric, and so I'm feeling quite excited because that's going to be my first kind of sewing project of this year, because my little sister has just had a baby, so any excuse to make a quilt, and I'm especially for a baby, I'm there. So I'll report back on, and maybe I'll show you, if you're interested, I can show you the fabric and the pattern I'm going to use maybe next week when it's all here. So yeah, that is out. I think this is going to be like one of the best ones. I'm really excited about that one. Then we have got from Kylie and the Machine. There are a few of them that we haven't had for a while and some new ones. And particularly exciting is they've got a limited edition collaboration, which I know they've done quite a few of, but this one's quite a big one. So this one is with Rachel Burke, who I'll pop a link to her website if you go and have a look. She's a kind of visual artist. She's done a lot of styling. She makes incredible costumes. She's worked with really famous, I mean, insanely famous people. She's made stuff for Kate Blanchett. She worked with Harry Styles. Like, there's a lot. I mean, so it's a really big pack of labels. You actually get 19 labels. And as soon as they arrived, Louise already ordered them because she was so excited about them arriving. And actually quite a lot of them are really big, kind of chunky size labels. They're really special. There's 19 of them. I'll pop some pictures up. I think they're just super cute. So if you are feeling like treating yourself, I think like you get so many in the packet that you could definitely not need any more for a long time. But they are there. There's also these ones which we were really excited about, the handmade and made by me labels, which are with rainbow stripe. That I really like that they've got some of them in caps and some of them in small, in both for handmade and made by me. They're just really cute. So go and check out if you're feeling like you need some labels in your life. They will be there. So that is it from me this week. I hope you found something you like, and we will be back soon with another video. Have a lovely rest of your weekend. Bye.